So, hey guys, one of the most difficult things that most marriage couples struggle with is communication. So, today I want to share with you 3 things that can help you have healthy, strong communication in your marriage. The first thing you should have in your marriage is a safe environment to express yourself freely. So, oftentimes in a marriage, when people are sharing things, particularly things that the spouse doesn't want to hear, the environment can feel unsafe because maybe there's the rolling of the eyes or the sucking of the teeth, or you've created such a toxic environment that you're quick to be defensive instead of listening. Anytime you have that type of combativeness in the marriage, it's going to be very hard to create a safe environment for communication. And the only way to get to a place where you're effectively communicating is that the environment must feel safe. So I want you to learn to work on your own emotional state when your spouse is talking so that you're not reacting to every little thing they're saying from a defense mechanism. That you're learning to listen from a position that I'm listening to a person who loves me, who cares about me and wants the best for me. So even though what they may be saying may be hard for me to hear, they're not attacking me, they're sharing information. And when you can set your mind to think like that, then you can create an environment that is safe for healthy conversations. The second thing I need you to learn to do in order to have healthy conversations in your marriage is you must learn to be responsible for your own thoughts, your own emotions, and your own reactions or actions. Listen, no one can have a conversation with you if they have to walk on eggshells because they are afraid that if they say the wrong thing, you're going to get upset or you're going to be triggered. Right now, trigger is the hot word. But here's the thing, it's no excuse to make other people responsible for you or for your reaction. It is so that you can understand that there are certain buzzwords or emotions or situations that cause you to think and feel a certain way about yourself, and then you begin to work on that. But you don't want to create an environment where you make your spouse responsible for saying the right thing or the wrong thing to agitate you or get you upset. You are responsible for your emotions. They are responsible to speak to you in love and kindness and peacefulness and joy and with patience. That's their responsibility. But it's your responsibility as to how you hear it and how you decide to respond and react once you hear the difficult thing. So the last thing you have to have in order to have safe communication in the marriage is you must learn how to resolve conflict. Listen, everything that affects you is not about you. I feel like I need to say that again. Everything that affects you is not about you. So you have to learn how to make the issue about the issue and not about each other. You need to learn how to fight with each other against the problem and not at each other because of the problem. And when you can start doing that, when you can recognize that we are discussing an issue, we're not discussing each other, we're not attacking each other's methods or strategies, but we are trying to figure out together how to attack this issue effectively so that we can resolve the problem. And then set up boundaries. For instance, maybe some of the boundaries in setting up effective communication through resolving conflict is, I need to set up a boundary that you learn how to be calm when it's time to have these conversations. I need to set up a boundary that we can't use our words to attack one another. Like, you can't say things like, why didn't you know to do that? That's just stupid. That's an attack. But again, let's make it about the issue. If the issue is finances, the children, the way, maybe our commitment to something in the marriage, let's stay focused on the issue. And so once you learn to resolve conflict in a way that is healthy for everyone involved, you can begin to do things like decide, now that this conflict has happened, now that we've faced this issue, how we're going to move forward, so that you don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again, but you now know a strategy for moving forward when things are hard. So I pray this information helps you. You can learn to to create a safe, loving environment in your marriage for communicating so that you can move forward and feel connected and intimate with one another.